Hello, everybody. It's me again, Jerry, with an interesting, exciting, and I'm going to say it, different
Yes, sir.
type of guest who helped me show that I was different. We'll get to it, but I'm Jerry Citarella. Jerry Citarella presents. Can't even say my own name. Jerry Citarella. I need an easier name.
Citarella.
I'm going to change my
Jerry
name.
C.
Jerry C. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Jerry Citarella presents, and of course, Prosperitas Financial. Today I have Nick Bravo with me. Can't have a better name than Nick Bravo.
Thank you, sir.
Way
It's a real
better
name.
than-
Real
better-
name.
Way better than Citarella. So he is unique. He is motivating. He is talented. And watch this intro, then come right back to it. Nick,
Yes, sir.
thank you, man. So you helped me stand out, right?
Yes, sir.
In a big way. And it made an impact.
Yeah.
And I think you know that.
Which
I've
is
shared that
what
with you.
I like to do.
And as I say, and that's what that's what you do. So I want to get into your backstory a little bit, but you only have, 10 seconds, 12 seconds for people to stay on this social media stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, you're a motivational rapper.
Yes, sir.
That's so cool.
Yes, sir.
That's so cool. So the way I met you, you know how I met you, but just to share, and then I want to get into your story. I'm a financial advisor. I just opened a new office in Irvine, California, next to Newport Beach, where probably there's more money than most other places in the world.
Yep.
So there's more financial advisors than probably anywhere in the world.
Oversaturated.
Yeah, it is oversaturated, but there's a good one now.
Yeah.
And as I was introducing myself to the community, everybody kept saying, what's different? Like, I already know 25 financially. It's like a realtor.
Yeah.
And I said, you'll find out.
Yeah.
That was it. I'm not going to sit here and give you an elevator speech on why I'm different. I said, you'll find out. So when I was doing my grand opening party, and we met not long before, and I saw you, and I'm kind of spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I need.
Yeah.
So at the party, you were there, and just sharing it with the people. Everybody's all dressed up nice. It's a grand opening party for a financial advisor thing. And everybody said, what's different about you?
Yeah.
And I said, here you go. And I handed you the mic, and you did your thing.
Yeah.
You motivational rapped a whole group of boring business people from the Chamber of Commerce and other BS places. And what was cool about it, two things, and then I want to get into you. One, everybody was like, what the heck is going on? And then eventually everybody kind of got into it.
Shock value for sure.
And then people are still talking about it.
Yeah.
But what happened was, I had a bunch of people come up to me and say, oh, I guess you are different.
Yep.
And I think that was the importance of it. You helped me make an impact.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I think that's what you do in the work that you do.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that. But I just want to kind of lead in with that just to let you know and let people know that I've experienced you not only watching you, but using your services.
Yeah.
And the benefit from it was huge. So we'll get you back to a bigger party someday.
Well, it was funny because you're the first person. I never did grand openings. I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
in
why would
Vegas.
you? I mean, that's just silly.
I did stuff local because I'm passionate about it, but I didn't know how it would land.
Yeah.
Especially in a financial firm in Newport. I was like, oh, God, we'll see how this goes.
It was perfect.
But I learned if you bring the heat and bring the passion in what you do, and I know the message is going to relate to all the people in the room.
Right.
Because if you're managing their finances, it's because they've done something right in their life probably, or have resources because they've owned businesses or won in certain areas. So I knew that the message was going to resonate because it's a winner's mentality in my music.
Gotcha. Real quick, I'm sorry. We don't edit these things. Just, this is live stuff. Your microphone's covered by your jacket. Do me a favor and just
move that.
slide that over a little bit.
Do that.
And you're going to see real life stuff because this is how we work. We adapt and we overcome.
Yeah.
So message resonates and you knew it would land, and it did land.
Yeah.
It landed for sure. So let's back up a minute because, how do you become a motivational rapper?
Yeah.
But so you own a marketing firm.
I own a marketing firm, but I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I mean, I'm a high intensity individual. My mindset is that of a type A personality.
Right.
But I've been doing music since I was 16. A lot of it was faith-based music in the juvenile halls. I reached out to juvenile kids in juvenile halls, and I did that. But as I grew,
well, so was it rapping or was it?
I was rapping. Yeah.
So you were still rapping.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
I brought poets in, and faith-based
so
artists.
always rapping.
Always rapping, and I don't know. I think it's a God-given gift because I turned 16, gave my life to the Lord, and then I started writing poetry. And then my brother kept saying, dude, it sounds like rap. And at the time I was like, don't disrespect my poetry by calling it rap.
Right.
But then more people kind of said it sounded like rap. And then I got into slam poetry world, spoken word, and people love that. And then I started rapping. I was at a camp there's an inner city camp. There are people from Compton and Inglewood. And if I talked to them about God, they were like, whatever, you don't know me. But then when I rapped to them the message, they immediately took it in. I was like, wait, this is a language. This isn't music.
It's a delivery system.
It's a delivery system.
Yeah,
that's received well or respected.
Okay.
So when I went to the juvenile halls, that's not an easy audience. Kids are locked up, hands behind their back. They're like, it's all, in the hood, it's all respect.
Yeah.
Do you have the skill set, or we're not going to listen to you? So I'd have to come up with a Dr. Dre beat, rap something hard, get their attention, earn their respect.
Right.
But in the same way, in the business world, it's the same type of thing. We've never seen this before. This could be awkward. This guy, you're a motivational rapper. This is weird. That's what whatever connotation people have. Sometimes it sparks intrigue. Yeah. But then I bring the skill set because I've been doing it for 20 years.
And just you're not all Christian rap.
No.
You're Christian of faith. And
no,
you mentioned
I have
I
my
just want to
faith.
make sure people understand that you do that, but you also do business, pure motivational, inspirational.
Music for me is an expression of my beliefs.
Yeah.
So when I was more zealous, I would talk about God a lot because that's what was really important to me. Not that God's not important to me now, but as I grew as a man, different things were expressed. Since in my early 20s, I'm not going to be talking a lot of music about kids,
about
and
family
stuff.
and kids, and life experiences because you don't have many.
Yeah. So music was an expression for me to process my emotions and my life. And so as my life grew and as I went through different things, the music was changed. And so how I ended up in motivational is that I'm a CEO. I own a company. I've coached CEOs. I'm in this space. And so I wrote from the mindset of as an entrepreneur, and it just came naturally. And so it resonates with business people because I'm not rapping at a business person conceptually. I'm telling my story of what it's like to be an entrepreneur or a leader and the things I wrestle with, and it's expressed through music. People can relate to that because it's real.
Yeah.
Right? It's authentic. They go, that guy's been through something and I can relate because I'm either going through it or I've been through it or I know someone has.
Right.
So
you're not preaching to them. You're sharing your experiences through this wonderful talent that you have and making them more interested in it because you've lived it and you're sharing that with them.
Yeah, and for me, it's motivational because it's real and it's intense. And you go to these business conferences, and I've been to a lot of them because I get booked at them.
Sleep through half of them.
Yeah. Well, even if you have good speakers, I mean, you can only handle so many speakers within a day, and all these coordinators are trying to do something different and get engagement, especially after lunch. Everybody's in the food coma, but they're bringing another speaker on. And even if you have Coach Saban or Kobe Bryant back in the day or whatever, those are the big keynotes, but then what about all the other speakers? And so people have found that, we open the event with a motivational rapper. It's different. It's still motivational content. It's a message that my audience resonates with. It's in a form that nobody expects. It's entertaining, it's powerful, and it wakes everyone up. So sometimes I'll get put in between a bunch of speakers, and I tell people, hey, use me up. You just put me in 3-minute song here, 3 minutes. Anytime you see a lull or you're stacking two speakers or technical speakers, if it's a financial event and you got two guys talking about retirement planning and
go right between them.
Man, if you got people's brains can only handle so much information. So it's
I can see you coming back from each break, bringing people in, and then maybe it gets them back to the break on time because they're interested.
Yep.
So totally off topic, but I'm going to tell you a funny speaker story.
Yeah.
So I'm at a big event. I'm sitting on the aisle.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Yeah.
He's speaking, telling the history.
Yeah.
He was a little blunt. Basically has no respect for current day football players because he used to take hits and make no money, and now they're all pampered.
Yeah.
But he comes down the middle aisle, and he's telling his story about people and whatever, and he says, turn to the person next to you and just give him a big handshake. Everybody turns. Turn the other way, turn to the person next to you and give him a big hug. And he's handshake, hug. And then he goes, now turn to the person next to you and give him a big kiss. And he's walking right at me. And there was a lady with me.
Kiss on the cheek or kiss on what were you talking about?
He said big kiss.
Oh, man.
So he's coming right at me. And in my mind, and this girl behind me is going, whoa. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to make out with Terry Bradshaw. This is the story, right? So he's coming, and we're nose to nose, and it's getting closer, and he gets about this far away, and he goes, not a chance, brother. He turns his head and gives me a hug.
That's funny.
Like, damn, I almost kissed Terry Bradshaw.
That's funny.
But yeah,
that's funny.
So I got to say, that's the best speaking experience I had.
But so you remember it because it's funny,
it's different,
it's memorable, it's different. And I would say why it worked at your event is people, the way their brain works is, we remember things that had an impact on us. So we all remember 9/11.
Don't remember the details, but you remember the experience.
You know exactly what happened
on
on 9/11. Yeah, you don't remember the time, but you remember. I remember being in the school line, you know, going for bus, and so when you do something with music like that, or people are expecting something, and you shake them up.
Right.
Now they're going, oh yeah, it's that guy that was rapping at that financial firm, and now they have something different, and that's marketing. Honestly, that's marketing too. And it differentiates you from everybody else because you did something different.
And I've had people that I've met and say, oh, you're the guy that had that motivational rapper at your event.
Yeah.
They don't remember the event. They don't remember the name of my company, but they remember you. Yeah. And that was the experience. So
but
it's
it makes it memorable. Yeah. So, and I think that's marketing. I always say, like, you can have 10 pizza shops and all of them are incredible, but it's whoever gets the person in the door. And you get the person in the door by creating intrigue and curiosity. So I just happen to be in a space where it started with, like, will this work? And people were going to book me, were referring me to get booked, and people would take their reference, but they like, a rapper? Really? Are we going to have a rapper here?
At an insurance conference?
Yeah, and I love when, like, the old guy that's like 70 years old that owns an insurance company and he's from Oklahoma is like, dude, I didn't know how this was going to go, and my wife loved you, and everybody loved you, and I guess I like rap. You know, that's where I get fun. I love the competitive side of me loves to win over people that are not expecting. I had a call, I'm not going to mention the college out here, they were booking me, and the business director didn't want to book me because he doesn't like rap. But it's college, and you got young entrepreneurs. It's a school of entrepreneurship. So the assistant was like, he doesn't want to book you for the big event, I'll be honest. And I'm like, why? I was referred, you know? Well, I want to put you in this lower event just to get you exposure. So when I went and met him, he was kind of like, shrugged me off, and I was like, this is the guy I want to win over. Yeah. It's just the competitive side of me. And by the time I was done, he said, if you didn't feel anything, you must be dead. And so I was like, he was like so inspired and moved by it. So I was like, this is awesome. So I love going into rooms and proving myself, you know,
change people's
because
mindset.
I'm like, you don't actually know what this is. You have a preconceived idea of what this is. And because of your preconceived idea, you've made a judgment, and that judgment's made you closed off. But I'm in front of you, and you can't do anything about it. And so I'm going to showcase what I actually do and find out if you actually know what I do. Because once you realize what I do, it's called cognitive dissonance. How can you be a school of entrepreneurship, and here's an entrepreneur doing music, speaking to your students in a way that they understand, with a message that you agree with? Because the mindset I have is your mindset. Right. You just don't know it yet. You can't say, I hate that or I don't like it, because you're actually attacking your own beliefs. Because once I lay out the content of the music, you're like, well, I agree with that. That's exactly what I believe. And so I find that people can't be in the cognitive dissonance, and so they're like, I just love it because it aligns with what I believe. So that's what's fun about it, you know? So it works really well in business settings, for sure.
Okay. So very unique, and you're not in any niche business. You're actually exploring all kinds of different.
No, I happened to just start an insurance place because I was coaching
I mean, I can see it like in the fashion world or something. There's places where you think it would make sense, but you're done.
You could do it anywhere because I think in any industry you're in, whether it's a solar industry or even the top lawyers have conferences. Some people are like, don't do law firm conferences because you talk about integrity. None of them have integrity. It's like, whatever, dude. There's crooked plumbers, there's crooked financial planners, there's crooked lawyers, there's crooked everyone. But there's
crooked rappers.
Yeah, there's crooked. Yeah, for sure. There's crooked rappers.
A couple of them.
Right. So if I could come in as, you know, with integrity and rap and so I'm more kind of like, I'm looking for the human spirit in there that wants to win and grow and achieve, and decent humans that I can inspire to get after what it is they want, but they didn't know that they needed just like a little lift. That's what I love to do. That
was almost a little rap. I told you last time I saw you, every time you talk, I put a little, I go old school 80s and do a little beatbox in my mind, a little rap behind it. Yeah. So, you want to give a little sample?
Yeah. So I have a song, you know, your team member here said, he's learning that building the business takes a lot of grit.
Gotcha.
And that's probably one of my first motivational songs, and it seems to be one of the most favorite.
Okay.
And I think it's because people understand that.
And I know the one I've heard you do a number of times now is Level Up.
Yeah, that's one.
Another good one.
Yeah, that one's intense, dude.
But different people in different places. Yeah. I'm in a place now where I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm looking to level up from a high level.
So that's a perfect song for people that are dealing with top winners and giving awards, that they're concerned that their top talent is going to get comfortable
or maxed out.
Yeah.
So this one you're going to do now.
This one is just called Grit, but it still relates to really anything you're going after. But I say,
and there's an acapella version.
Yeah, there's an acapella version. You can find an actual version on YouTube, and it actually has a beat and music. But at least for now, you can at least hear the quality of the content. Yeah. So I say, the greatest gift that I have is grit. Resilient, I don't know how to quit. And I don't know what it is. You could call it innate, call it what you want. I'm calling it fate. All the trauma and the drama that I face, yeah. Stand tall even though I'm 5'8", and I don't care about the hate. I got faith in my God. I don't know if you relate. You miss 100% of the shots you never take, so I'm not afraid to make a mistake. I might fail in your face, but you can never call me a fake. You know I have faith.
Nah, I never played safe. I'm just wired different. Yeah, my wire's different. Yeah, my vibe's different, and my drive's different. I've been to the bottom, I survived different. I've been lifted from the pit. They thought I was down and out. They doubted the kid. I doubted myself, but I'm proud of myself. I found a way up and way out. Now I stand up and stand out, no doubt.
Woo! I've been lifted from the pit. They thought it was down and out. They doubted the kid. I doubted myself, but I'm proud of myself. Found a way up and way out. Now I stand up and stand out, no doubt. Every moment of adversity, yeah, it's like a year university. You could say I got a PhD in life. Nah, not by always doing right. I took L's and I turned them into lessons. I gave them hell.
Oh, God turned them into blessings. I'm confessing that I'm still taking hits and I'm still in the ring, but I'm still throwing fists. The greatest gift that I got is grit. Brazilian, I don't know how to quit. And I don't know what it is. You could call it innate. Call it what you want, I'm calling it fate.
All the trauma and the drama that I face, yeah. Stand tall even though I'm 5'8", and I don't care about the hate. I got faith in myself, I don't know if you relate, I've been lifted from the pit. They thought I was down and out. They doubted the kid. I doubted myself, but I'm proud of myself. I found a way up, a way out. Now I stand up and stand out, no doubt. Woo! I've been lifted from the pit. They thought I was down and out. They doubted the kid. I doubted myself, but I'm proud of myself. Found a way up, a way out. Now I stand up and stand out, no doubt.
There you go.
There you go. There's a new one.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
But that one specifically, you can feel it.
I feel like I got to get up and go do something right now.
But so you feel it that way. You feel the grit, right? That's what's beautiful about music is you can. I believe it because I lived it. And when I was dealing with that, I was on an IV bag with long COVID, wanting to commit suicide because I was so depressed. And I wrote it to remind myself of who I am,
right,
and what I've been through. This was a few years ago. I remember being so sick and just being like, I wrote it in a time where I didn't feel like I had grit, but it was just like, this is what you've been through. This is who you are. You know, and so that's why it's...
and I like that because you're not writing music just to sell music. You're not writing music just because some conference said, hey, do something motivational. This is real stuff to you, for you, that you've experienced, lived, and it's just coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out, and that's why it's so powerful when it's on stage is because people have told me, I can tell you're not full of crap. I can tell you've been through some stuff. And the people who've been through stuff want to relate to people who've been through some stuff. Nobody wants to listen to somebody who hasn't been where they've been.
Yeah.
I never wrote it for people. I wrote it for myself because I was in a dark place. And a lot of times I'll write music so I can get through the time. And it's one of those things where I don't like the suffering, but I like the music that comes out of it, and I like the people I can help because of it. So
making some good out of the bad.
Yeah.
There you go. And I heard you the other day do one that was a little softer. A little more...
yeah, that's a very... So I would never... That kind of goes back into my more intimate, faith-based, really journal. Like that was something you would read in my journal. I'm like, dang, this is really personal. I don't know. But it happened with an insurance conference. I was doing all this motivational stuff and they were booking me a lot. And I just introduced that. I'm not going to introduce other music for my catalog. And this guy that you wouldn't think would be the guy that wants vulnerable, intimate, heartfelt music messaged me and said, hey, the second day of the conference is going to be we're going to try to wind everyone down, cool them off. Could you do something a little more vulnerable? I was like, what?
Your version of a ballad.
Because I'm doing really intense hype stuff. And my oldest daughter goes, you should do the song Marathon. And I was like, nah, there's no way he's going to want me to do that song. Because I hadn't seen anybody want me to do that song. I sent him the song, and a very intimate song. Yeah. And he goes, this is badass. Let's do it. And I'm like, what the heck? So I do all motivational at this conference, and I do that one song. And everybody stands up, and they looked at me like they saw into my soul, and like it opened them up emotionally. And I was like, wow, there's something even more powerful. The motivational stuff's really powerful, but the deep, dark, heartfelt struggle, intimate, not a fast rap cadence, not a really this is a cool skill set. That's just a really vulnerable stuff.
And almost more spoken word-ish.
I feel like that one is a little more spoken word because it's more talking.
Yeah.
But dude, and that started opening that up.
Can you give us just one line of it? Don't do the whole thing. We don't want to give them everything for free, but
let's see. I have to let the beat. I know that this isn't a sprint; it's a marathon. Help me to finish strong because the road is long. Yeah, hold on. This isn't a sprint; it's a marathon. Help me to finish strong. It's a marathon. But when you hear the verses and the hook, you kind of feel whatever you're going through, whether it be your business, whether it be your marriage, or whether it be a divorce, or whether it be your child suffering, or whether it be medical issues, you can just relate yes, this is a marathon. There's no sprint in life.
Right.
to win.
Yeah.
And the winners are the ones who hang in there when it's hard and who slow down the pace when they need to. Because not everything's a sprint. Sometimes you need to slow down and
that's a great message, because in the world we live in, like when we started this thing, I said, what do we have, 8 or 10 seconds to get people's attention? Everything is fast, fast. Everybody wants immediate gratification. And sometimes you have to realize it takes time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been married 30 years this year.
Yeah, that's incredible.
36 together.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think I'm about a week away from being with my wife for 36 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a marathon.
Yeah.
But I think most people view marriage as a sprint.
Yeah, you can't sprint a marriage, dude. If you want to keep it.
You sprint it, it's boring. It looks like there's a long haul. I'm going to get out, And I think so between marriage, relationships, jobs. I interview a lot of people over the years, and 20, 25 years ago, you'd see people that had 3 jobs over a 20-year period.
Yeah.
Now people have 20 jobs over a 3-year period.
Yeah.
And they come in and they want a job and wonder why they can't get hired.
Yeah.
Well, I already know what the future looks like. I'm going to train you, and then you're going to leave.
Yeah, there's no marathon there. There's no longevity.
So I think that's a really good message to help people. Things can happen fast. But even in a marathon, each mile is a part of it.
Yep.
But they're all a part of the whole.
And you can sprint in certain sections, but if you want to finish the race, what's the goal?
The goal is to finish the race.
The goal is to finish the race. If you want to finish the race, you have to know when to pace yourself.
Right.
Because the people who go hard up the front and then don't pace themselves, they end up getting burned at the end. And the ones that win are the ones that understand the longevity that's needed and how to consistently...
And they put in proper training, and they probably have coaches.
Yep.
And
there's a lot that goes into it.
There's a lot that goes into it. Yeah, it's not that easy. So love that message.
Yeah.
Love the message. So what's next for you? Are you just going to start doing more conferences? Are you looking for something bigger? Are you going to do an album? How does this play out?
I just like being in front of crowds and pouring into people. And I didn't realize I liked doing it, and I didn't think I would like it. It's weird going from like 5,000 people, 15,000 people to like 100 people in your office.
Or 67, I think.
But I realized, what is it for me that really I enjoy? The rapping's cool. It's the connection. Kind of being in your office and connecting with people, and then them talking to me afterwards because I feel like they know me, and then talking through like deep things because the content was already so deep, and they just open up. I realized that's what I love. When I get off stage and I talk to someone, they say, man, that really impacted me, or I'm going to show that to my kids. So the size of the crowd is not really important to me. It's the quality of the people in the room and whether my message is needed for them. I want to feel like what I did actually mattered in that moment. And so it's been really satisfying. Trust me, I'm very competitive, so did the MGM 15,000? Sure, I'd love to get to 60,000, 70,000, just because I'm competitive. Right. I want to know if I'm capable of that.
Yeah, of course.
It's the same thing. It's just a lot of people. It's the same mic setup. It's the same stage, right? It's not a bigger stage. It's a bigger crowd.
Yeah.
So I'd love to,
just a louder applause at the end for you.
It's weird because I never planned on doing this. I never had ambition for it. But I do care about people, and I do enjoy doing music. And sometimes I realize, like, man, some people never performed in Vegas in front of 5,000 people. Ever.
Right.
Or gotten booked.
Some people couldn't.
Yeah, or got to bring their daughter. My daughter just rapped.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You just did one with your daughter.
Yeah,
what was that about?
That's incredible too. I started going to Vegas, and because I'm a man of faith, I'm not going to do a lot of stuff in Vegas. Not a lot of stuff for me to do. So what am I going to do when I'm out there? I'm going to be bored. I'm just going to chill out in my hotel room. A lot of times I go to these conferences. I have a connection with the top guy, but the top guy's at the conference, and he's busy. So it kind of felt lonely. And then nobody knew me until I got on stage. And so nobody would talk to me. The crowd wouldn't talk to me. Nobody knew who I was. And they all want to talk to me afterwards. Right. So I started feeling lonely. And I was like, man, this isn't that enjoyable other than the performance side. I'm going to start bringing either my wife or my friends or my family with me. And I started bringing my daughter with me. And she loved it. So nice hotel room, I'm used to them, right? You're used to them. I mean, we just get used to it. Yeah. My daughter's like, oh my God, I'm a queen. I'm so famous. Whatever. It's cute. She's 15 at the time. And I'm like, she's loving it. And I'm like, well, it made me enjoy it more because she had so much fun.
And suddenly you're cool dad up on stage with everybody clapping for you. That doesn't hurt either.
No, and so then I ended up getting exclusive time with her too. That was all paid for. So then next thing you know, I get her rapping and she's on stage with me. And now it's like so meaningful. Now it's like, oh, I get to go pour into people, pour into my daughter, help my daughter experience what it's like to pour into people. And then also I get to showcase family because these are business events. A lot of people want to be successful, but a lot of people want successful families. A lot of people are doing, I want to get my finances in order. I want to change my generational wealth. I want to do this for my grandkids. So when my kids are up there, it's really powerful. So this last event was crazy because my wife got to sing up there and my daughter got to rap with me. And so it was like, wow, that was like That was awesome. I got to do a full set. I got paid. I had a couple of my buddies come out and play, musicians. I didn't have musicians before. And then my daughter got to rap multiple songs with me. And then me, my wife, and my daughter were on one song at the end. And my wife sang. And my wife's not that personality. She doesn't like the spotlight, but she loves the family. She does not want to miss out. If my husband and my daughter are going to be, it's more my daughter. Yeah. Me, whatever. Yeah. But my daughter's going to be up there. I got to do it.
So your wife can sing?
Oh, she's got pipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just doesn't like to be in the spotlight.
Gotcha.
But she will, I love the spotlight. Not like I'm not just an egomaniac. I enjoy it. Like put me on the biggest stage. Let's get after it. You know? Right. I love it. Right. It's fun. My wife, it's more nerve wracking. You know, lots of people, spotlight
But
stuff.
if your daughter's out there, she's gone.
But her value system is, this is family.
Yeah.
You have to do this is my daughter. I can't miss out on this.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool. It's a great memory.
It's incredible. I can't wait till I get the promo. I haven't got the promo yet for that.
Yeah.
But.
So are you going to try to market that now, or is your wife on board to maybe do more of those?
One of the main reasons I wanted to get that is I wanted to get the promo footage so that now when the promo footage shows Nick Bravo, it also shows a slow motion of Autumn Bravo and then shows Brittany Bravo. And now people can see, oh man, we might want to book the whole family.
Yeah, very cool.
Right? So, I mean, they could book me. Well, they can book the whole family.
Yeah. Hey, I think you do a song called Level Up, and you may have just leveled up a little bit.
I agree, right? So that's how my brain works. It's like the year before I did 2,000 people at that same event with just me, and my daughter came with me as a guest. A year later, she was performing with me. The event was 5,000 people, and my wife was on stage, and I had 2 musicians. So, you know, if you look at that from year to year.
So next year it'll be 15,000 people, and you'll have your favorite financial advisor on stage.
Oh, no, there you go. All right, you're gonna go rap. Well, this time I had the VP of Integrity, or one of the guys from Integrity Financial who owns the PHP and stuff. He put a gold chain on it and made it freestyle.
Nice.
So we changed it up. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. So you're excited again.
Yeah.
You're motivating people. You're bringing.
You got me a little more excited. I've been in a bad headspace, but not just talking to you about it. I get excited.
We got you. We'll get you in a good headspace.
Yeah.
I'll rap for you later, not on camera.
Okay. Good.
So I know that you have some huge goals.
My goals always change. If I accomplish the next one, then I go for the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. So goals are big.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a hard path, obviously, because it's unique. You know, when I told people around here, we're getting a motivational rapper, even my partners, I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
Company didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
I paid for it personally.
You're crazy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's hard for me to break in the market.
Yeah.
But
so that's one of those things. I think as it gets more out there and the awareness and the referrals and hopefully stuff like this will help you in social media and doing those things. So I think there's a place for you. And if you're watching this, if you have the opportunity to have a room that needs to be inspired, motivated, educated, whatever it is, don't be shy. Reach out to Nick because it's different.
Best thing I tell people, the best way is so it can help their brain. I'm a motivational speaker who raps. So if you can't get mind wrapped around it, no pun intended, wrapped around it. I need motivational speakers. Well, just imagine having a motivational speaker who's musical. Right. If that helps you. But I also get booked at a lot of events where they book music entertainment. So they get it because they're booking music entertainment. They're like, well, let's have a rapper who's positive. But for people that are like, man, I've never had anything like this, it's just like, I'm a motivational speaker with the TEDx. I have a TEDx talk where I play the piano and rap, but there's music involved. And just think about how that dynamic changes the redundancy of everybody who speaks. Yeah. I'm not there to be better than anyone. I'm there to kind of just add a little more flavor to your roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Those conferences are horrible. They're boring. I've been to 1,000 of them, and I've slept through most of them. They're meaningful. They're necessary. But, there was a while like, okay, I just saw 7 speakers that told me that I need to get out of the box. Yeah. There's always those trends.
But the whole conference is in the box the way they structured it.
Yeah. So, exactly right.
There's nothing outside of the box.
So now everyone you go to, it's all, how do you integrate AI? Yeah. It's all just this speaker and it's technical. And, if you have 5 or 6 or 7 speakers, probably 2 or 3 will be actual good speakers. The rest will be getting their message out there. But to have this in it, I think it changes the tone of it. And again, I've been to a lot of these things, and there's a few of them that I remember.
Well, I've done hype man. I did the hype man at the MGM. I've done hosting, and I've done music, and I've done keynotes. So people have had me do all of it at one time. Have me open up every morning, have me perform in between, have me co-host. Like, I've done it all. Yeah. So whatever you need me for,
So how do people find you? Is it Nick Bravo just anywhere on social media?
If you type in Nick Bravo motivational rapper, I'll pop up. There's not a lot of them. So Not a lot of Nick Bravos and not a lot of motivators. You type that into Google, you'll find all my stuff on social. But if you go to www.levelup.global/live, that's my booking site. Okay. It has me. They can book my daughter, and then I have some other TEDx speakers on my network. A comedian from Comedy Central for business events too, because that's another thing. You bring comedians into the space. So yeah, I have a whole booking agency.
Okay, but the easier way, if that's too hard, is
just Instagram. Message me.
Bravo, message you.
Message me on Instagram. Message me on Facebook.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, and the last thing I'll say is, I've been with you in certain business situations, networking situations, and I will say that every time I walk into a room and you're there, you're having a very meaningful conversation with somebody. Yeah. And I know when we did my grand opening event, that was not long after I met you, and I know you had 3, 4, 5 meaningful conversations.
That's why I remember
with people at my event.
That's why I remember it.
So I just know you have that in you, and people stay engaged, even if it's just talking when you're not rapping, because of your life. Because if it's business, your marketing experience, the people the networks you're in. If it's your faith, you're passionate about it. And it's a passion that you have. And I did another show before this, and it was a lady who unfortunately lost her husband. And it was a grief thing, and I just introduced you real quick, and next thing you know, 10 minutes later, you guys are So your ability to communicate is strong. Your ability to motivate is strong, and more importantly than anything else, I don't want to say your ability, your natural desire to help. And your true sense of caring is obvious once you get to know you. So
I appreciate that. That matters more to me than anything, because I've always been talented, and my character changed in the last 10, 15 years. And that's more my heart, more than the stages, more than the gifts, more than the skill set is. I'm doing this because I care about people and want to see them. I want to see them thrive.
No, and I appreciate it. I'm doing this show because I think it's important information and good information and valuable. And I don't care if I ever make a dime off it. That's not the goal.
Yeah,
I will. It is. If you do something good, something will come.
I said the same thing, and I'm an entrepreneur and I know how to make money.
Yeah,
but it's not like that's not the driving force of why I do what I do.
That's I think, and you have your business, you're making money. This is your passion.
Yep.
And if you can find a way to do it, because obviously if you're traveling and doing stuff, you need to get paid.
Yeah.
But if you can find a way to turn this into a revenue producer and or even more of a revenue producer because you're making it, I think it's wonderful. But it comes from the right place.
Yeah, and it starts with passion.
You're not writing music to sell gigs.
No.
You're sharing your stories through this gift that you have in a way that's unique that can benefit others, and you happen to get paid for doing it.
Yep.
Right. So if you have an event, big, small,
doesn't matter. Just let me know if I like you and you're a decent human, you know?
Yeah.
And it's, most of the time, if it's local and it's small, I don't care. It's hard, if it's way out of the state or
whatever it is,
out of the country.
Whatever it is, run it by you. If it's a birthday party, whatever it is.
I've never done a birthday party, but I guess we could look at that.
If you have a need for someone that's going to be unique, and then last thing, I know we talked about it, but there wasn't enough time. You can also do some custom stuff if somebody wants something specific.
Yeah, it's a little different, but if a conference wants a custom song tailored, I did one for 8%. This guy, big guy in the insurance place called Cody Askins, and I wrote something for his brand, and that's always a hit, because people now have a theme song for their conference.
Yeah, so you incorporate the message. But with that,
people go like, "What are you worried about AI taking over?" I'm like, no, even if a robot can rap on stage, it still doesn't have a human soul. So you could go and create an AI song for your conference. It's not going to have the same thing if you have a passionate human up there expressing the lyrics and getting the crowd hyped.
Yeah.
So that's why I write the custom stuff for the brands and then perform them live.
Okay, so I know you well enough to know you have this in you. We're going to wrap this up and then reach out to Nick Bravo. You can find him.
Yeah.
Nick Bravo, motivational rapper. I know you, and this is going to be easy. Right in that camera. That's your close up.
Yeah.
In life, you've experienced some things.
Yeah.
I'm about to say it, but if I said to you, give one piece of advice to the people that are listening, what would that be?
One piece of advice?
I know you can go on for 10 pieces.
I know.
I want the one. Let's keep.
I know this sounds corny.
Corny's fine,
but
I need it real.
It's real because of what I've been through. Don't ever give up. I think the winners win when they don't quit, and what I mean by that is grit is about hanging on when you don't know what to do. And sometimes it doesn't make sense and you feel like you're in scarcity or survival. But if you get past the survival mode, you get to thriving. A lot of people quit at the survival mode part when life hits them. And then there's so much more potential. Just don't quit. Like, don't quit on your marriage. Don't quit on your family. Don't quit on your faith. Don't quit on your children. Like, the hardship is going to, if you get to the other side, what you're capable of, you have something valuable in your soul to help other people. And I wanted to give up a lot. But I don't know how to give up. I don't know how to quit. And I won't. And so that's why I'm here in front of you telling you not to quit, because I actually
saw the other side.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful.
Now it's time to level up.
Yes, sir. Always.
Time to level up.
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Nick Bravo, motivational rapper, or if it's more of a mainstream, you got some old guy that doesn't understand it. He's a motivational speaker that happens to rap.
That's
There
the
you
best
go.
way to try to explain
Thanks
it.
for watching. Follow, like, share, all that good stuff. And let me know if you have any shows you'd like me to do that you think might be interesting. Thanks, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man.